Isn't this just history unfolding right before our eyes? They said the Briscoes would never work for a major company. They said the Briscoes were way too crazy and unpredictable for live television. Yet here you stand, the first TWFC undisputed tag team champions of the modern era. I just wanted to say congratulations and drop a little offer your way. You see, I've hit a sort of dry spell lately when it comes to talent, so I'm working overtime to ensure that my next project will be a monster success. I would absolutely love to represent a disruptive, innovative, one-of-a-kind tag team like yourselves. Now, before you answer, I understand you may be thinking, but we're already tag team champions. And be as that may, the real challenge isn't getting on top, it's staying on top. And if you know me, you know staying on top is what I do. I can take you to a level you've only ever imagined, and together we can dominate this tag team division for years to come. I'm working on putting together something that will shake the core of this entire industry, and I'd love for you two to be a part of it, so think about it and get back to me next week. Gentlemen, I thank you for your time.
What a proposition Paul Heyman has offered the Briscoe brothers. Let's check in with Darby Allin standing by.
Last week, just moments after Bray Wyatt returned to TWFC after attacking Cody Rhodes, he approached me backstage and said something I'll never forget. He said history is written by men who are willing to sacrifice, and those who sacrifice make history out of those who wait. Those words cut me like a knife, because I realized I had been waiting around for something to happen for me, when really all I had to do was get up and take what I wanted.
Wait a minute. There's Bray Wyatt. He's finally caught up to Darby after stealing his lantern. Now the way to Sting from behind drops Bray Wyatt, and Darby Allin nails Wyatt with his own lantern. What an attack here.
You've been a master at playing mind games and manipulating your opposition, Bray. Let's see how you handle it when the roles are reversed. I'd tell you to run, but you've already been caught.
Well, the roles have seemingly reversed here. Bray Wyatt is the hunted for the first time in his life. Bray Wyatt getting to his feet, he's laughing. It almost seems like this was all part of his plan. That is one strange individual, I'll tell you that much. But ladies and gentlemen, next week, TWFC Live has a special edition from Miami Beach, Florida, the Beach Bash. And we're here to announce, just like we crowned our first ever Intercontinental Champion, there's going to be 2 titles hanging above the ring in a ladder war match. The 2 men who grab each of these respected titles will meet at WrestleFest to crown our first international champion. And next week's main event, a Casino Royale gauntlet match, where the final 2 men will meet at WrestleFest to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. All that and more next week.
Okay, don't get upset, but things didn't go as originally planned. You were right. The Bloodline members are pretty much still upset about everything always surrounding you, and they're focusing on this big opportunity next week at the Beach Bash. But I promised you that you'd be surrounded by old friends and family, and one way or another I was going to deliver on that promise, so follow me.
You're crazy.
No, you just can't accept the truth.
I never tapped out. The stupid ref stopped the match.
Guys, thank you both for agreeing to meet here.
Oh, hell no. What's he doing here?
What is this, some kind of joke or something?
What the hell are you doing, man?
I know the history here, but I think you need this. You all need this. Just promise me you'll at least try. Now I'm going to leave you 3 alone now. Catch up on old times.
He's right. Let's reminisce on how we were like brothers till you stabbed us in the back, Seth.
Oh, yeah. Like you two wouldn't have done the same thing to me. I simply acted first.
It doesn't matter now. We all know who went on to become the biggest name this industry has ever known.
Damn right, and you're looking at him.
Whoa. Both of you need to humble yourselves just a little bit before talking about who accomplished the most. The past is the past, but only one of us has been full-time main event status since day one around here in TWFC.
You are both just as delusional as ever. You both hide behind gangs that help do your dirty work.
Gangs? Maybe that's true for Mox, but don't ever talk about my family like that ever again.
And what are you going to do about it if I do, huh?
It seems like the 3 of us need to get some things out of our system once and for all.
What do you got in mind?
Eddie, you just announced that you have a contract for a match against MJF next week at the Beach Bash edition of TWFC Live. Is it finally time for you to become a champion? And how do you prepare for the fact that you know MJF will have some kind of plan in place you'll need to overcome?
I don't know where they found you, but I like you. You're a smart guy because you already know MJF is going to be scheming on ways to cheat our match. Unfortunately for MJF, I'm 2 steps ahead already. Now, as far as it being my time to finally become a champion, I think it is. I've been through hell and back in some of the most physically demanding matches here in TWFC. And win or lose, I've always done it straight up. I came up the long way, and it's just finally my time. When I beat Punk in the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, it was under the stipulation that the winner would advance into the tournament. Now, that didn't happen due to us both being injured, but I've earned this.
It's finally your time? Please, Eddie, don't make me laugh.
Really, Gunther?
I'm just saying, Eddie, it's funny to me how low the bar has been set. I remember just last year in the World Series of Wrestling Finals. Everyone was crying, saying it should have been you who won. But you just couldn't beat me. Now I'm about to have to face multiple other men just for a chance to become champion. Meanwhile, you get to have an undisputed championship match just because you beat an old washed-up CM Punk?
As much as I'd love to sit here and listen to you complain about how far down you've fallen, I got a big match to prepare for. But hey, have fun with the guys in catering. I'll catch you later, buddy.
There will be no catering for the ring, General. Next week I win this casino gauntlet and punch my ticket to the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleFest.
Well, the ring general Gunther doesn't seem too impressed at the opportunities Eddie Kingston has been getting here as of late. He's declaring himself for that Casino Royale gauntlet match. What the hell is this? Is that the Sandman drinking his beer standing here? Gunther's come back now. Oh my God, oh my God, the set back there.
My God.
Gunther is out of control.
Can we get some help over here?
They better get some kind of help back there. That man just thinks he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Jesus.
This is how we're really starting off things here in our new arena, by letting that bum Eddie Kingston go behind our backs and forcing me into a championship match next week? And don't even get me started on this so-called World Heavyweight Championship situation. That championship in that box is supposed to be the pinnacle of this industry.
Maxwell, please. Now, we already knew that Goof Marcus Money'sworth had made the mistake of letting certain clauses slip past him while preparing the contract, but we knew sooner or later they would crown new champions. You're still the holder of the richest prize in the game, and it's going to stay that way. As far as defending against Kingston, we can use this casino gauntlet to our advantage with that. Just trust me.
You wanted to see me?
Punk, how's that arm feeling? I heard you were thinking about entering that casino gauntlet match next week. So, what if I told you there's a way to skip over taking a chance on more injuries just to possibly compete for a second-place world championship and earn your way straight to a TWFC Undisputed Championship match at WrestleFest? All you would need to do is play a little ball for once. The man who obsessed over you to the point you had to waste your WrestleMania on a match with him, Eddie Kingston, is getting a title match he doesn't truly deserve. If he were to say, I don't know, get taken out by someone he's wronged so many times before, his spot would become vacant. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I think I do. It's a really thought out plan. There's just a small little thing I can't figure out, and that's, when the hell did you bump that big head of yours hard enough to actually think that I would ever in a million years do your dirty work for you?
That's funny. Hilarious, actually. I guess good luck with hoping you can outlast everyone else in the gauntlet match. That's not likely, though, especially since Big Brody King will also be in the match.
All those tattoos just to cover him up with a suit? Thanks for the info. I'll take my chances. And I'll see you next week.
That was your big plan?
Just wait and see how things play out. Trust me.
The TWFC Undisputed Championship is on the line next week from Miami Beach, Florida. Beach Bash, MJF versus Eddie Kingston. Well, the Heartbreak Kid is live and in the ring, and you just gotta believe this is about his upcoming return to action.
A few nights ago, I announced that yours truly would be officially coming out of retirement for at least one match here in TWFC. And I say at least one match because the whole purpose of this decision is to find out if the Heartbreak Kid can still hang with the best of the best that today's roster has to offer. Now I've been training behind the scenes for almost a year before the announcement was made, and I gotta be honest, with the help of modern technology and the top industry leading sports medicine trainers at my disposal, I can honestly say that I feel like I'm in the best shape of my entire life. So that brings us to the million-dollar question: who is going to be the one hand selected to be my opponent at WrestleFest? After thinking long and hard for months and months, I've reached a decision.
This entire stadium just erupted. It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And we literally just saw him in action earlier. Do you think he's coming down here to challenge Shawn Michaels to WrestleFest? I mean, Shawn Michaels was literally getting ready to make his decision.
Perhaps he has other ideas about who should be Shawn Michaels' opponent for WrestleFest.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mario, you'll never feel electricity like you're feeling right here now from this capacity crowd. This is awesome.
I'm so glad to be here, Johnny. What an iconic moment with these two generational greats staring one another down.
I'm sorry to interrupt your big moment, Shawn. It's just that I've been very vocal about how much of an inspiration you were to me growing up. So you can imagine how excited I was when you announced that after all this time, the Heartbreak Kid himself would be lacing up the boots at least one more time here in TWFC. And I know that I've been in some kind of slump lately. Nothing has really gone to plan since WrestleMania, but if you could only have one more match, and it's really about testing yourself against the best of the best, then look no further than the man who carried this company on his back through thick and thin since day one. It would be an absolute honor to share this ring with you. And that's why I'm out here, to officially lay down the challenge for WrestleFest. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. What do you say, Shawn?
The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Isn't that the guy who my best friend Triple H just tried handing over the keys to the kingdom to, only for you to stupidly refuse? Now here you are admitting nothing is working out for you, so you're asking me to lift you back up into the spotlight? I'm not saying you should or shouldn't have taken that offer. I'm just saying it's funny how quickly the tides change in this business. One day you're on top, and the next day you're asking to be chosen for a retired Hall of Famer's return match.
Wow!
I'm just not sure if that's what I'm looking for, kid.
I'm pretty sure that's not how Cody Rhodes expected this to go.
I'm not asking you for anything. Regardless of what happened between me and your so-called best friend, that's irrelevant. You said you wanted to test yourself against the best of the best. I've never backed down or ran from any challenge. I've gotten in this ring injured and still always given 100%. I've carried this company on my back since day one. So if I'm not the opponent you're looking for, then let's be clear about it. You aren't looking to face the best of the best. So go ahead and take an easier road to WrestleFest. Get yourself a quick payday. But don't you dare stand in my ring. The ring I've dedicated my life to making the biggest stage in this pro wrestling industry, and claim you're looking to face the best of the best. When the best is staring right in front of you, but your ego is telling you that this is a battle you can't possibly win.
That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Anybody can walk out here and ask to share a ring with their childhood idol, but only the most fierce competitors have that fighting spirit to look them in the eyes and want to beat them. I needed to know that you had what it takes to put me down if you were to get that chance, because I don't want any excuses. I'm coming to prove that I'm still the best and there's not a close second in sight. I've got nothing to hide. I've earned the right to be confident. I'm doing this for the most selfish reasons possible, to prove that as good as the talent is today, their best couldn't hold a flame to old HBK. When I look in your eyes, I see that you truly believe that I'm just a crazy old man, past his prime. You truly believe that you can easily beat me, but I truly know that you can't. So if you want it, you got it. You and me, one-on-one 51 nights from tonight at WrestleFest. Let's make it official.
And it's been made official. What a moment we just witnessed here.
I still can't believe that actually just happened. Oh, God! Sweet chin music!
Shawn Michaels has just dropped Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring, perhaps sending a message. This rivalry right here is going to be history in the making.